Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena, picking up with this Hunter run. I wasn't really sure how good this deck was. We got two relatively free wins last time we played a couple of days ago. So I'm almost all settled into my new condo with my girlfriend. We actually picked up a cat yesterday from the shelter. We're going to name her Luna. She's actually with me, kind of. She's hiding under the couch behind me. So hopefully she will start to exit the couch at some point. She's been hiding there pretty much nonstop. Hasn't pooped in 24 hours, or if she has, it's in the couch, which is bad. But anyway, hopefully she'll be fine. She's a really, really sweet cat. She loves to lick people, and she was fine with being cuddled at the shelter. It's just when, we got her here, she was kind of scared. Apparently it's normal for cats to hide for like 2 weeks or something, up to 2 weeks, when they get somewhere new. Hopefully she doesn't do that, because I really would like to be able to play with her. Alright, this is a very interesting hand, so it's tempting to keep it all, but obviously on turn 3 and turn 4 this stuff starts to be a little bit underwhelming. The problem is I don't know which of these I'm going to want. I don't really want to mulligan them. Yeah, we'll just keep this. So it's going to be potentially weak, but I could do something like turn 1, turn 2, and then on turn 3 I could maybe get both of these out. It's sort of a possibility. Alright, Spellbreaker, not my favorite 4-drop to add to the top of the curve here, considering that it doesn't really go by itself, and there might not be anything worth silencing. Ah, that's annoying. Yeah, that's going to kill my 2-1. One of the few things that a 1-3 is good for is killing 2 1s. Okay, well, let's run that in. Whirling Blades. Well, let's play this thing. So I kind of went down a card there, unless you count the spare part as a card, which I don't. But I should be able to kill this unless he Divine Shields it. Nope. Ah, okay. So luckily we're going to be able to take care of this, thanks to that Bluegill Warrior. Stimulates Enraged, but it also gets damaged. Which means Bluegill Warrior. Go for the kill. And yeah, I am going to just coin out the spiders. I really don't see any better use for the coin coming up. I mean, I could have coined this in 2 turns, but next turn I got to play this, and the turn after that, well, maybe I would have wanted to. But I like getting these spiders out here. It's a nice guard against Consecration and stuff. Still, though, I really probably should have more strongly considered the possibility of coining this. Okay. Well, luckily, we can clear his board, so Whirling Blades ends up being very helpful. And I can also drop a Panther out here. So Whirling Blades lets that trade. We kill the Recruit. Don't let Paladins keep creatures and all that. Smoke is cleared. My spending the coin let that Recruit die, which is a good thing. However, I might not have anything to do next turn, which is a bad thing. Dogs, I'm not going to get more than 2 dogs, and that's if I'm lucky. And then this guy, I don't want to silence anything at the moment, so yeah, I could have just ended up having a really weak turn where I play this just for its 4-3 body, and then miss the coin. But then again, if I hadn't used the coin to get these spiders out, there'd still be a Recruit out here, which isn't good either. Spider Tank. Well, that's actually great, because that'll die to my Panther. And Sludge Belcher is a very timely top deck, because it gives me just something to play on curve, and it's a really strong creature that ended up being in the middle of the spiders. We're going to get this guy next turn. Now, one problem with this deck, one reason I didn't like it much, is because it does have way too many 2-drops, but here I actually ended up getting my high curve stuff, so let's see if the opponent can actually deal with it. The Bomber's probably going to deal with these spiders. Oh wow, it didn't. It just hit the Sludge Belcher in his face a bunch of times. Well, that certainly is not a thing I'm going to complain about. Let's drop the High Main. Finish that off. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. Even though I am a hunter and I could theoretically go for the face, here where I'm up cards and I've got this really strong creature, I feel like it's worth it. Now, he wouldn't have needed to use the Peacekeeper before, so he could Peacekeep this, but the thing is if he Peacekeeps it, which he's got... No, he silences it! Okay, never mind, that's fine. I was thinking I could silence it to get rid of Peacekeeping, but instead he gets rid of the hyenas that pop out afterwards. Which is its own kind of annoying, but it could be worse. Is he going to have the dragon for this? He is not. Alright, so... do I start going for the face here? I can deal 8 damage, steady shot, and play a tiger. Or I could just keep it safe. I could just... and then I could let him build up creatures so I could play dogs and silence any taunts later. You know what? I think it's time. time to go for the face, even though he's a paladin. The reason this makes sense is that I have the answers to anything. If he gets really profitable trades, my dogs and the silence are huge. If he heals, I've got a huge board. So I feel like it's worth it to go for it here. Alright, Consecration. Not a problem. Still has to trade a Spellbreaker for this High Mane. Ah, he's got a Hammer of Wrath to finish that off. Well, that's actually kind of annoying because he played no creatures, so my dogs are useless. And he killed all my stuff. Well, it's just two very simple cards, Consecration and Hammer of Wrath. I probably should have thought about that more. Well, this turn is easy, so we Steady Shot to get him below half health and play a 9/9. Now, do I keep going for his face? I think so. I think I've got the dogs and the Spellbreaker. And at 9 mana, I can even do dogs, Spellbreaker, and Steady Shot. So I feel like just going for the face makes the most sense, because he's obviously not going to kill me. Let's see if he's got the goods to stop this. He's dead in... Okay, after I Arcane Shot him, he's dead in 4 turns just a Steady Shot, and that's before we take into account any dog damage. He pretty much would have to play 2 taunts and clear my entire board somehow with this being here in order for me not to just overwhelm him. I think I made the right call to go for the face. It reduced my risk of falling behind in the game. If I kept trading stuff and he managed to put some big creatures down, then I would have ended up in trouble. Very lucky I got all my high game. Sludge Belcher, the Tiger, the Crusher, and the High... Wait, no. Sludge Belcher, Tiger, High Mane, and Crusher is a very large percentage of my endgame, like almost all of it. So it's lucky that I drew it all, because without it I could have been in some dire straits. He plays a Secret, which is totally irrelevant, because if it's Noble Sacrifice, my dogs can fish it out. If it's not Noble Sacrifice, nothing besides Noble Sacrifice matters. I guess he top decked this after playing his Technician. Alright, here he decides to hit me in the face for the healing, but that is a mistake because... Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Because he couldn't kill this regardless, and then he added a creature for killing that. No, it makes sense, makes sense. Okay, well, let's play the dogs then to fish out Noble Sacrifice. It's not even that. So we just kill him. He was dead just a Steady Shot and the Crusher, but I had the insurance against the Noble Sacrifice. That was a pretty solid game. Did have a really good opening hand, but then again, this deck, you know, it's not crazy for it to have opening hands, considering how many 2-drops it has. Alright, Luna, that one was for you. She's a hunter. So she's happy when I win with a hunter, because, you know, cats are. Anyway, well, I'm just going to move on from that. Okay, next game. Is it going to be a mage? I feel like it's about time. Yeah, it is. Jacked rhymes with wrecked. Question is who? Well, I don't get the coin, which is sad, because I would have loved to have it here. Still, after passing turn 1, we do get to play a good 2-drop. The main problem is that on turn 3, I don't have anything good to play, and I'm not likely to get anything good to play. And my draws are not helping me. I didn't get a 1-drop, and I didn't get either a 3 or a 4-drop. She does not have the coin. She has Chow, which is very annoying. Oh gosh, she has a double start. At least it's not a Mana Worm. An Infiltrator, yikes. Here's where I wouldn't actually mind some early Hounds. Not a chance. Alright, well, let's do this. See what she can come up with. She's got the edge because she can ping this if I end up dealing damage. She can play up to a 3-mana minion off of that portal. Okay, so the good news is apparently it's not a 3-mana minion. The bad news is it's something better than that. Alright, do I reveal this and attack her face? Letting her trade the Infiltrator for it? Yeah, because she's probably going to want to pop the spiders anyway, and then Sheila's going to want to ping the spiders. So if she pings this instead, at least I might still get some spiders. Oh gosh, she actually gets a 3-4 out of the deal, and I don't have my silence this time. So this is rough. She starts going full blast here. Aha, misdirection could be good. So I can play the dogs. That gives me 3 dogs. But I have to spend 2 of them and the Stalker just to get past the Exorcist. And 1 dog can kill this. It doesn't really give me that much. What I think I'm going to do is roll the dice with misdirection here. There's a reasonably high likelihood that A, she might play weird because she's playing around my secret, and B, her minions might run into each other. So she tests for the freezing trap, sees it's not freezing trap. She has something better to do than to ping that to death, it seems. So she's going to play a 4-drop. She checks for the explosive. Okay, so here's the roll of the dice. What's it going to hit? Well, it's there was a 1 in 4 chance of it killing this Chow for me, which would have been the best. But still, hitting her face is better than hitting either of my creatures. And she has a water elemental, which is bad, because I can't get past it very easily. This is definitely the best I've ever seen a little exorcist be. I can't even kill it with this damn rhino. The dogs, I get 3 dogs, but I have to throw everything at this guy just to get past it. Well, I got nothing to do here except this. And sure, I'll deal 2 damage just to make it... Actually, fuck it, let's just go full bore here. Make it a little bit easier for my dogs to get past it. She's going to have a pretty big minion advantage, so I might as well go for the dogs. This Chow was really good. This little exorcist was... It was like a spider tank, but with taunt, and that brutalized me in this one. Oh, man. So I get some health back. I really need Hunter's Mark so I could kill this elemental with my dog's help. Oh, she does not play a creature. She plays a secret. Balls. Alright, let's see if it's a mirror entity. It is, unfortunately. Well, I'm going to lose this. There's just nothing for it. This Stormwind Champion looks really stupid because I'm going to get nothing to stick, and she even kills it with a flame cannon. Even if I get a massive bunch of dogs, this stuff is way too much health for my dogs to take care of, even with the help of Arcane Shot and Quick Shot. And she doesn't play another creature. She maybe is playing around the dogs. So my high main drops, but then she hits me for 10, and I'm just toast. Well, I don't like it. What I'm going to do then is high main and shoot that Exorcist. And see what she does. Because she can get me down to 8 and basically kill me anyway, but maybe she'll throw her stuff at this, and then that'll buy me enough time to catch up somehow. Nope, she's got the polymorph for it. Awesome. Well, that game was retarded, but I don't think there's anything I could have done with that one. That was just stupid. She had a really fast start. That little Exorcist hard countered my spiders, and then that's that. Okay, cool. Next one. On to the next one. Fucking mages. You hear that, Luna? Fucking mages. Did I have any minions I could have played? No, I couldn't have. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can go up to 4. Losing this next game would be frustrating after such a breezy start to 3-0. To suddenly find myself at 3-2 would be more than a little dispiriting. Trying to get up to 6 wins to keep up my average. 7 wins would be nice. And we're up against not another mage, another hunter. Alright. Well, I'm going to boldly proclaim that I think this deck is better than the average hunter deck. Still, it doesn't mean I'm going to win, but I think it's more likely to be better than the deck I'm up against. So, I feel pretty confident playing against a hunter, especially with this opening hand. Now, what counters this would be Explosive Trap, but the good news is I still get a spare part for this and a beast for this. So, it's worth dropping those bad boys on turn 1 for a little bit of resiliency and some card advantage. Now, this is interesting because if he has this, it does kind of make me want to not play the gnome. Because he obviously does not want to trade the gnome for the spinner, but if I played the gnome, he could trade his gnome for mine. Alright, so I'm going to shoot the spinner. So I get my beast, which is spiders. Okay, let's go ahead and play the spiders. I could coin the gnome out again here, but I just don't see the point of that. It would give these guys something productive to do. The spiders are a very good answer to his board. My main concern now is actually getting burned out, because he has dealt a lot of damage to me. So I've got a couple of main options here. I could do this, kill this archer, and then coin multi-shot, leaving me with spiders. Or I could kill the leper gnome, and then quick shot this guy. That makes no sense. Let's just do this. He seems to be playing a very aggressive deck, so I'm controlling this matchup. I've got card advantage now. I got a little bit of removal, plus the spider damage. I can deal up to 4 damage, and I can drop a loot hoarder as well. This, I might actually hang on to this. I mean, it's tempting just to play it because it's a 4-4, but on the other hand, there's a chance I could actually have an empty hand later and get a 7-7. So I gotta really make a hard choice here. Well, I think this settles it. This way I get a couple of creatures out, but also I get to hang on to this. So I still get a pretty good board size, but I also get to keep this in my hand. So I got to have my cake and eat it there. Does he have the dogs? No, he's a matter bomber. Alright, so everything of mine is going to die. However, I will get spiders popping out of that, which is all I really needed there. Alright, let's do this. And I need to quick shot this thing. He's actually got me down sort of low here. The one way I could lose this game is if he actually just races me down and I can't deal with his cards fast enough. But I'm way ahead on cards. He probably has a weak deck and not much endgame, so he's going to be trying to burn me out. And that's exactly what he's doing. So I don't have any taunt, unfortunately, at the moment. So I could actually just lose to getting burned out, which would be frustrating, but I think I should still be okay here. Let's check for freezing trap. Hopefully it's not explosive. It's explosive. Oh, it's misdirection. Well, it's actually 50-50 chance that I actually get to keep my loot hoarder. Only 1 damage gets dealt. Perfect. Do I play this guy? No, I think I want to maximize my board presence here because even though that puts me at greater risk of dogs, it makes Stormwind Champion much better, and I really need to put the pressure on or I will just die. And surely he can't have all the things that he needs.
I hear you got a problem.
Ouch! Oh god, I'm gonna possibly die now. He's got 9 damage. He only needs to deal 3 more damage to me to kill me, and I don't have any taunts. Oh my god. I've got nothing. I have no deadly shot. I don't have anything. Alright, well, we have to do this. So if he has any way of dealing 3 damage, he's gonna beat me. And looks like he does. Shit. Ah, that was such an idiotic game. I should have coined into that extra creature early on. Because if I had, I could have stopped his stuff, and there's the quick shot for the kill. Fuck! Ah, damn. Well, that was my loss. I should have coined out that Clockwork Gnome. That would have saved me a bit of damage against that Leper Gnome. And then, yeah, then I could have won easily. Because I just overwhelmed him. But he had that fucking Ravenholt Assassin to finish me off with just the perfect card. Fuck my life. Oh my god, I hate everything. Well, yeah, lesson learned. If your opponent plays Leper Gnome and is a hunter, don't try to get sneaky with card advantage. Just play out your crap. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Elven Archer for the web spinner. And then just everything else went to the face and he killed me. The Duelist. Another hunter. I don't actually remember what the other hunter's name was, so it might have been the same guy. Well, we have a decent opening hand. The coin would make it a lot better, because right now I have turn 2 2-drop, turn 3 2-drop, instead of turn 1 2-drop and turn 2 2-drop. But I have a choice of what would be effective. I could see what he plays. There's some things that Web Spinner's very good against, some things that the Creeper's good against, something that the Loot Hoarder's good against, and there's something that the Berserker's good against. So it's a very diverse hand. Okay, this would be something that the Berserker's good against. So let's do that. The pig indicates that either this is the same guy as last time, or it's just another hunter who has a very aggressive deck. Let's see if he's got that quick shot for my Berserker. Nobody has the Tron, so the pig's going to get to keep dealing damage to me. Okay, I just don't want to lose this game the way I lost the last one. That would be the most irritating thing in the world. Alright, let's play a 4-3. I could have played a 3-3, which would have, had less power and given up the battle cry, so that would have been dumb, so I don't even know why I'm saying that. Yeah, this guy doesn't have nearly as good of a hand as the other guy, because he ended up having to run into my Berserker with his creatures. So that's good. Now I'm just up a card. And I'm likely facing up against a deck that isn't that good. Because he's playing nothing but aggro stuff. Alright, so let's play out all my crap, get as much board presence as I can. This is a beast, not a mech, unfortunately, so next turn probably Panther Steady Shot. I don't see a reason to play this if I don't have to. He's got dogs, but I have a feeling he's going to trade instead of going for the face. So he uses the dogs to kill 2 of my creatures, but the Loot Hoarder trades. So really he just used his dogs to kill my... what's-her-face? Blade Master, which isn't that exciting of a victory for him. I'll play Misdirection, because it's not that likely that this Tron is going to be attacking my face, where the Misdirection would get wasted. And I might as well get it out of my hands so that I can increase my odds of pulling off a Core Rager. Odds of this are actually pretty small, though, so I'm going to play it as a 4-4 when I get a chance. Alright, so Anahaime's a nice thing to misdirect. Oh, he actually does go for the face. Please don't go for the face. Please don't go for the face. That would be nice. If you did go for the face. I mean, there would be a 3 in 4 chance of that Annoyatron dying, so it'd be like a bad deal 1 damage. He decides to do nothing with it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, let's kill that for sure, because I really... don't want the Tron getting hit by Misdirection. Let's just play this thing in Steady Shot. There's really no chance I was going to empty out my hand before this, so let's just play it as a 4-4. Too bad I didn't get my Spellbreaker. That would have been good. But I could go on the aggressive here with this board of creatures and 2 dogs. And 2 creatures that deal 4 damage. Alright, so there you go. I'm saving myself 6 damage. Ideally, it would hit his face. And that's actually what happened. So all my creatures get to live and he takes 6 damage. That was very lucky. So now I can just try to burn him down like that last hunter burned me down. That would be a sort of... I don't think this is the same guy, but that would be a sort of fitting justice. If I did get to burn this guy down after he got that high main to stick. Nice thing about the high main is I can get it to pop and then get an extra dog out of the deal. And I'm at a high health total, so I can focus on burning him down without worrying about getting burned out myself. He goes to the rope. Well, I guess that's one strategy for dealing with defeat. For my part, I'm just going to keep it real simple here. And go for the face. I really might as well. So he's dead next turn to dog plus Steady Shot, and that's if he clears my board. There's no way he can kill me from this distance. Actually, I don't even need the dog, I just have this Glabzuka. Granted, if he got like a taunt down, like a Sludge Belcher, that would really screw me up, but of course then he'd only have 2 mana left over, so there's only so much he could do. I can't imagine very many answers that a hunter would have in this situation anyway. He leaves. Okay, good. So we make it to 4 wins. So, alright, I'll settle for 4 wins. I lost 1 game, that was my own fault. So getting 4 wins in a run where you could have avoided a loss is a reasonable outcome. So I'll be annoyed, but at the same time grudgingly acknowledge that it was my own doing. However, if I get to 5 wins, that'd be nice. I need a piece of good luck chocolate, milk chocolate from Trader Joe's. I do prefer their milk chocolate with the nuts, but the milk chocolate plain is pretty good. Good times. Oh yeah. Super gamer.
The light shall
That's a really dumb name. Gotta beat him. Okay. Finally, I get 2 2-drops and the coin. Well, lucky me. Hunter's Mark goes well with the spiders. Quick Shot is nice as just a dark bomb. Thing about Quick Shot, chocolate, is you can't let yourself get distracted by that bonus. Don't hold it back just because you're not getting the bonus. Just play that thing when you need the 3 damage for 2 mana. Every once in a while you'll get to draw a card, and that's great. But when Warlock's got Dark Bomb, which is just a plain 3 damage, 2 mana, it was like one of the greatest things ever for them. It was awesome. And that card is strictly worse than Quick Shot, so don't let yourself get into trouble by holding onto this baby too long. So the Spider's nice against Priest, because Shadow Word Pain and Holy Smite are both unattractive options against it. Really the best answer to it is probably an Owl, because the Owl trades with these one-on-one, and honestly not many things do. So here I have to choose between playing the creature that costs more, or playing a creature with the same stats that, you know, lets me keep my surprise in my back pocket. I'm going to go ahead and use my mana more efficiently for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's just inherently good to use your mana more efficiently. Second of all, lets me get some extra damage out. He spends his turn getting up a card, which is fine by me. I was the second player, so he doesn't have a coin, so no Holy Nova. He could, I don't have any explosive traps either, so he's not going to get any of that. He could have drawn my other copy of the dogs, and that would clear my board. Let's see if that happens. He's a bit spastic here, flicking his cards. Nope. That does not happen. So some very careful thinking is required here. I can deal 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. I think I just need to go for it here. So if he plays a Holy Nova, then he plays a Holy Nova. But this lets me keep his creatures out to maximize dogs. I got, again, the Dog Silence combo. Dog Silence Hunter's Mark will get me past pretty much anything, and then I have Quick Shot for some extra damage to finish him off. And then if he doesn't have a Holy Nova, he's just totally screwed. I can't imagine how he could possibly get out of this if he doesn't have Holy Nova. So even with Holy Nova, I think it was the right call to go for the face. I think I have a good chance of being able to burn him out. And without the Holy Nova, he's just totally screwed. Let's see if he has it. With, you know, Nextramus and Goblins versus Gnomes and now Blackrock Mountain. You know, the odds of an opponent having any one particular card that existed from the base set just get smaller and smaller and smaller. So taking risks like this isn't as big of a deal as it used to be. Like if we were playing on day 1 of open beta, my move, well, granted, Unleash the Hounds was a totally different card then, but you get the idea. Like, if we were on, like, day 1 of open beta, then my move would have been significantly worse. Alright, this is the second opponent in a row who's going to rope against me, although I think he's hovering over stuff. He's actually trying to figure this out, and decides that even healing himself is a waste of his time. Alright, well, let's go whackety, clackety, schmackety do here. Can I kill him? This is 3 damage. Plus 2 is 5. So no, I can't kill him. So we'll just play crap. And now I'm threatening lethal with Steady Shot plus Quick Shot. Plus any of my creatures, hitting him in the face. Maybe he got disconnected or something, because he didn't even heal himself, and he didn't even, like, kill my open creatures with his. He just let his turn go down, so it's possible he disconnected. Or just got angry because his hand was all full of vanilla minions and he couldn't do anything. Yay, well played, buds. Buds, the spuds. Kayash, that did nothing for me. Actually, my quest is for the little minions, not for the big ones. Whoops, well anyway. So we get two kind of weird wins. Both opponents going to the rope. I'm going to assume I was going to win anyway, even if they hadn't. Thanks to my masterful decision making. And we're at 5-2. A favorite stopping point of mine. Ah, that'd be a great name for a bar, the 5-2. People would have no idea what that means. But it would be a reference to Hearthstone Arena. Anyway, let's see if we can get up to 6. Keep that average alive. It's a shaman. Salty Nipple. Oh my god, that is an incredible name. Well, that's fantastic. And we actually have an interesting opening hand here. Honestly, I would rather just steady... Actually, you know what? No, I wouldn't, would I? I think I'll play Misdirection. There's a decent chance with Misdirection that he'll damage himself at some point later in the game. There's a small chance if he passes the turn right here. Pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn, pass. Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it. That this could actually live and then deal 4 damage on turn 3 after I play my Metal Tooth Leaper. Pass, 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 pass. He might not want to play like a 3-2, you know, because that would have just died to the gnome. Although I think you should still play a 3-2. Unless, of course, it's your only play, then you don't want to play it with the coin because, again, you don't want to, as I often say, you don't want to use the coin if you have nothing to do after that. Okay, please be something. Oh, Spider Tank. Come on, Spider Tank. Spider Tank. No! Oh, that's annoying. So I do still get, I mean, this is actually still alright because he used his coin for this, which means he's really going to do nothing next turn. And then I get to kill his 2-3, but there's a chance he has a Rock Biter or a Lightning Bolt that he didn't want to use on my gnome. Checks for Freezing Trap. I actually wouldn't mind if it hit my Leaper because then it would die, even if he has like a Lightning Bolt or Rock Biter.
That was a mistake.
Anyway, he doesn't have that though, so good for me. Okay, great. We're going to play the Panther and a Spinner. Now, obviously this is up against Lightning Storm, but the odds of him having Lightning Storm here are pretty small, because first of all, it's a rare, and second of all, it's like the only card in the game that would clear my board right now. So, it would suck if he had it, because then I have nothing to do. But luckily, he doesn't have it. He's going to get 2 Knife Flings, though, so as long as these don't both die, I'm going to be fine. Good. At least one of them lives, and they actually both live. Well, that's very, very lucky. I think I need to just actually play these dogs here, don't I? Because they kill off this, and they let me kill off that Knife Juggler as well. And hit him with the base with my other stuff. Alright, yeah, let's see what beast I get. Always draw cards first. Young Dragonhawk. Well, had to happen sometime. So, smackety, whackety, and then I'm going to play a creature rather than Steady Shot. I think that's smart. Even though I do miss out on 2 damage, I'm going to get that 2 damage back when this creature attacks, as it's likely to. He doesn't have lightning. He didn't have Lightning Storm last time. He has an Earth Elemental, which is really bad luck for him, unfortunately for him, because I can just get past it. The question, yeah, so 0 mana, deal 7 damage, totally balanced. What do I throw away? The thing with the most health? But the least attack? Oh, he's just going to concede. Okay, cool. Guess he just didn't have any removal. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to get some free wins after suffering a terrible loss. And looks like because these games were quite quick, I've actually lost twice and won 4 times in this video, so that's 6 games. Very, very quick games. When we have time for 1 or 2 more, if they continue to go that quickly, we might actually get to 7 wins. And if we lose, well, we can start a new run. Hopefully a rogue run. I now have 2 daily quests for 5 wins with rogue. I need that rogue run. Been needing it for several runs now, and it's a mage. Well, Mr. Mage was the only person who beat us in a non-idiotic game. Mr. Quackers. Mr. Quackers. Balls go into my top. Mr. Quackers. Balls come out of my mouth, Mr. Quackers. Okay, so we have our classic pile of 2 drops hand, some removal, the secret Which only all this did last game was it dealt 2 damage to my opponent and healed me for 2, so it was really pretty pointless. Let's see if she pings us. I would like that, because that would mean that she's not doing anything else. Then I get to play this thing. But of course, mages can kill anything now with flamethrower. This thing will die as well. Sucks that she took no damage killing that thing like a rogue or a druid would have. I have nothing to do next turn, which is unfortunate. So I'll just lay this secret down and see what happens. Mighty Berserker. I really wish this were +1 attack so I could kill this. Oh, jeez. Well, that's awkward. So my dogs, I could use it to kill that, but then I'd get nowhere. Alright, I think this is the time. Actually, wait, armor plating would just prevent this from getting pinged, but she could still run into it with her dude. Huh. There's nothing good for me to do here. I'll play this anyway, so then she can't ping it. She has to run her thing into it. And then it'll be that much closer to dying to the dogs, but still won't, thanks to that young priestess's health buff. Balls. Alright, well, this is a bad start. Oh my god, misdirection is my only hope here, really. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. There's a 50-50 chance that her minion... She's not gonna play a minion first because that would run into explosive traps, so she's gonna attack first. And then there's a 50-50 chance that it kills both of her minions. That coin flip is pretty much game deciding, I think. She plays a portal, which doesn't affect the secret in any way. So coin flip right here. Oh my god, it actually worked. I thought it was going to shift to her at the last second. Well, that was pretty good. That killed a 5-2 and a 5-4 for 2 mana. She can play up to a 6 mana minion off of that portal, and she plays a Blue-Glow Warrior. See, she could have reduced the impact of misdirection with this, but nobody ever plays around misdirection, because it just doesn't make any sense to. Because obviously this would have died to Explosive Trap. Alright, I'm going to just use my coin here and play my 6-6. Obviously it dies to Fireball and Polymorph, but I think the alternative, which was playing this, which dies to that plus a ping, seemed a lot stupider. Next turn I don't got much, but if she does Fireball this, she might play a 2-drop. And then I could get 2 dogs. That's not even get good. No, she's just pinging my face. Alright, well I have another 6-6. This one costs 7 mana. Coming up. Oh my god, that's a beautiful top deck. So now she needs another Fireball. The other one came from over here. She could have been doing that to make me think she didn't have any more, and now she might have another one she's been holding on to the whole game. So she could Fireball, Polymorph. This does not look good for me. She had a Polymorph and a Fireball. Wow. Well, so she killed a 6-6, then she killed a 6-7. She used a Fireball for one, a Polymorph for another one. I'm going to play another 6-6 now. And it's a win-win. Either she has to throw her stuff at it and it doesn't even die, or she kills it with a third Fireball / Polymorph, but then she's probably going to play another minion and then my dogs get better. Now, if she plays a spell, this gets up to be 3 and then she could throw these 2 things at it and ping it, but that would be most of her turn to achieve nothing, so I'd be okay with it. She plays this. Does she have a spell? She has a Mirror Image, which buffs this up. But the question is she actually going to kill this, or is she just going to start going for my face? Looks like she's going to kill it, which is kind of unfortunate, because now it means that, oh, hold on, she actually left it alive. Wow, that's a terrible play. Oh my god, she's bad. She had to kill this. If she had killed this, it would have reduced my dogs to 3. It would have made it impossible for me to get past this guy. Now I play dogs. I get 5 dogs that are all buffed. So I get to kill this now. Oh, this person just lost the game to bad play. And now we have a bevy of options here. So I could just go for the face. It would be what? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. Not quite enough to kill. Or I could throw these dogs at her stuff and then just play more dogs. This time, however, I only get 3. So if I throw a dog here and a dog here and a dog here, I could play this for 3 more dogs, kill her shit, hit her in the face for 6. I could trade the Stormwind Champion with this thing, but I don't really see the point of that. Well, let's do it. Wait a minute. If I get greedy and leave this life, she could flame strike and clear my board. But I'm so ahead on cards, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, let's do this. This. And, sure, we'll do this as well. Play 3 more dogs. Let's actually get kind of greedy here. I'll kill that with my Stormwind Champion. Kill that, hit her in the face. Steady shot. That's the turn. Okay, so now she flame strikes to clear my board. It's her entire turn. I reply with this and a Loot Hoarder. And win the game. Because I'm too high for her to burn me out. She doesn't have Flame Strike. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. She's used Fireball, Polymorph, and then she just missed. She would have won the game handily had she just killed this thing when she had the chance. Now she silences it so my dogs get small. But this should still be okay. Can I actually win? 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 16, unfortunately. Yeah, we're fine. I'm just going to do this. Play the Highwayman, or the Highman, not the Highwayman. I'm going to hit her for 6. Let her get all the cards she wants to with the Acolyte, because at this point cards just don't matter. Even if she Flame Strikes, this thing lives. And she can't kill me still. So that 6 damage is just basically sealing the deal here. Wow! She could have traded 2 of her creatures and a ping to kill my Stormwind Champion. Then I wouldn't have gotten 5 2/2 dogs with charge for 3 mana. And things would have been very different. She actually plays Mechgineer Thermoplug, which unfortunately for her is just not very good here. Should have really drawn this card first before committing to this guy. I mean, I guess she wanted the Leper Gnome, but that just doesn't matter. Ah, another mirror image. Alright, well, we win. So that gets past 1 image, this gets past another one, and then put Jonkers, kick a Ponkers. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and or subscribe. Things got kind of hairy there with a 3 and 2 as the video was fairly new. But then we made it up to 7 wins, and that you know, makes me happy. So thanks again. I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.